Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Let's Talk Ghosts. And today we've decided to, today we looked through a couple of different things. It was all shite. So, it was, actually that's not true. We found a couple of programs on Tubi that would have been interesting, except they were just documentaries and it not what we were looking for.
Nothing talked about.
Nothing to our mandate of talking about ghosts. I like history, and I like the history of haunted locations, but I want to hear the ghosts. Anyway, so today we decided to go back to one of the newer things that we'd found, and we decided to watch another Paranormal Encounters TV. This is a couple we watched before, Connor and India, and I don't know if you remember, but Connor was in a morgue and he wasn't happy about it, being left alone in a morgue for his solo thing. So it's this couple. And the episode that we watched was called Ran Out of My House by Ghosts.
No.
And it was a month ago. So, go ahead.
No, whoever thinks of these names, pay attention, because no one ran out of the house.
Yeah.
The guy who bought the house won't stay there because he doesn't want to live with ghosts.
Okay, so this is the Behill Manor, and its owner's Carl. I'm sorry I didn't catch his last name, but he is a fairly known paranormal investigator in that world.
Yeah.
He said he found this house, this manor house, by just driving past it, and it sort of called to him. He wasn't out looking to buy a haunted house. He just wanted this place. Now, I'm not really buying that.
No. I don't
but you know what? I don't care. But, just be honest about it. He said that he didn't realize it was haunted until he started doing some stuff in the early stages of purchasing it and doing the renovations.
When he walked through the house before he bought it.
Yeah, because he thought he heard somebody coughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he wasn't sure about it, so all was well. But it did turn out after he'd purchased it, there's, the typical hearing footsteps and stuff like that. He said that there were some workers that were in the basement and they got bit and then a lady was scratched. And then he said, though, but the history of this manor is that it was sort of like a home for unwanted children that some have mental issues, things like that. And then he said that, those kind of kids, that's what they do. They bite, they scratch, they pull hair. So he doesn't feel it's anything demonic, which I really was glad to hear.
Yeah.
Because why do we always want demonic? No.
Yeah.
This is an actual thing of saying, no, don't believe it's demonic. It's just kids that are troubled or mentally ill. Yeah. So I really liked that bit of debunking.
Yes. Before
people start to go, ooh.
Yeah.
So our hapless couple, Connor and India, they did a really good job. Connor did a really good job with the interview. I really liked that.
Yeah.
He really pulled out some stuff that was good. So we have a basic history of the location. Yeah. And, I wasn't intending to buy a haunted house. Yeah. Anyway, India and Connor put up a poll on their Instagram page or whatever, asking who next is going to do the solo investigation, and in the scariest location of the building. And he shows us that everybody is wanting India to do it, probably because he cries like a little girl. No, he doesn't, but he's funny. And so she says, well, unlike you, I won't scream. So, and she didn't, to her credit. We didn't see any screaming. We kind of see a little bit of the house. This house that was not intended to be purchased as a haunted building now is completely used as a haunted building because, for one thing, they have in one of the bedrooms, they have a bureau set up with a big mirror for scrying with a great big wingback chair in front of it. Yeah. He has infrared lights and cameras in the house. Yeah. I mean, it's set up for haunted investigations, which I think...
So, Carl...
kind of lied.
Yeah.
I think he kind of
Yes.
lied. So, yeah.
Oh, it's a porcupine.
What?
It's a porcupine.
It's a porcupine? Okay. So while they're walking around, it was pretty quiet. They did use that ghost seer thing.
And the other one.
And the ghost tube.
Yeah.
Which is just the voicey thing. Yeah. That seer, they had actually an interesting experience with it.
Yeah, they asked the kid to show himself, but he showed a room in the basement with tools on the wall.
So yeah, this house is pretty much set up for ghost investigations, which, yeah. So one of the things that they were saying on their walkthrough, kind of, is they asked whichever spirit was they were talking to, and they weren't really sure, are you getting fed up with people coming through and asking you things? To me, that says they do a lot of investigations there at this location, which is tough on spirits to have people constantly, can you hear me? Can you tell me? Can you show me something? Can you do this? Can you do that? Like, just leave me. If I'm a ghost and people come around constantly wanting me to dance like a monkey for them, I would probably scratch and bite them too. Like, go away.
Well, you scratch and bite now, so.
Well, thank you very much. Oh. So they set up a poll, and we know that India is going to be staying overnight alone in this haunted house, which actually is really quite lovely from all the stuff that he's redone. It looks really nice. Yeah. He's done a good job. Done a very nice job. But I don't look, from what little that we've seen, it doesn't look like true to the time, though. I saw in one room there's a big flat screen TV.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be in that time period. There wouldn't be a flat screen TV. So I think it's, maybe he did intend to live there initially, and then it was too haunted for him. I wouldn't want to live in a house that's constantly being stirred up by people coming to investigate.
Yeah, but if you buy a house, you're not going to invite your friends over to do ghost hunting.
No, not in my house.
So.
No, because that just makes it worse. Yeah. That just kicks up the activity and makes it worse. So, no. My house might be haunted, but it's just me and my ghosts. Thanks very much. Leave us alone. I wouldn't even do an investigation in my own home. I don't want to do that stir it up. I mean, we have issues here. No. We know we have issues here. Yeah. But I'm not going to go and pull out all the equipment and start. No. Mm-mm. So anyway, back to the story. India, we kind of get sideways sometimes. So India has stayed all by herself in this house. So Connor drives away to go home to his own nice warm bed and have a good night's sleep. And she's alone. Normally I say I don't like that, it's unsafe. However, in this instance, the house is sound. It's not going to fall down or anything.
All the windows are intact.
It's an intact house, beautiful place with a door that locks, and she's safe. And, she's got her cell phone and stuff with her if she needed to call for help. But, I mean, lots of people live alone, so, I would look at it that way, that she's not in any physical danger. The only danger she could be in is if one of the ghosts decides to bite, scratch, and pull her hair. Of course, she might really like that. I don't know. So she's in the house. And it just, the way it looked to me was no sooner had Connor not even pulled away. He was in the car, and she's in the building herself, and that one REM pod started going off like mad.
And
it was in the hallway?
Yeah.
The hallway?
And the little light.
The little cat ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little cat ball went off. So, so that happened. But not a whole lot after that. No. She finally settled in for the night to go to bed, and she said she really didn't sleep much. She dozed. At one point, she got up to do a ghost tube session, which is like an SB7 session, sort of, kind of, and didn't get very much.
No.
And
so got bite again.
Yeah, got bite again. Got a couple of minor things. Yeah. And she said that, basically she said what we've said, ghosts don't come out on demand.
Yeah.
So it was a fairly quiet evening. And yeah, there was a lot to be said. She said she only really dozed. And I'm thinking because, she's in a strange place and, it's supposed to be active and she's in her mind's eye, she's waiting or trying to wait for the REM pods to go off or something. And nothing happened.
It did.
Not when she was sleeping.
She
thought. Yeah, she thought. Maybe, but she wasn't sure. Yeah. And she hadn't gotten up. She didn't get up to go investigate because I think it was probably part of her dream. Yeah. So she wasn't sure if she heard it or not. So, yeah. But she did say at the end, these things don't always happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just found it felt like it ended, like it didn't end. It just, I like more of a wrap up than that. Like I'd like to have him come back and, discuss something with her about the evening. And it just, to me, it just kind of ended.
Well, it didn't end like that.
I think I felt like it did.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion and you're wrong there, Sean.
No, I just feel like it didn't end. Now, to be fair, the beginning had nice credits.
Yeah.
There was nothing at the end. It just ended. And I think that's what happened the last time, and I think I commented on that the last time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it just didn't end.
It did just end.
Said, if you like it.
Yeah, if you like it, subscribe and blah, 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 blah.
So it didn't just end. She goes, you thought we missed something, which you did.
Yeah, you did.
The ending.
Yeah, you missed the whole damn ending. You missed the wrap up and the ending. So yes, I'll have to make a note of that and say, hey, darling, please end it properly. No, I really, really like this couple. I like their style of investigating. Yeah. And I like their rapport with each other, which I suppose is a good thing. I think they're probably a married couple.
No, they're girlfriend and boyfriend.
Okay, well, close enough. Poor things.
That other couple.
Yeah, Amy's crypt. Amy and Jared, they're married. But I really like how they work together. I like their style. I think they're a good investigative team, and I really enjoy them. I'm probably going to watch more of them. But
in the future.
Yeah. And we may or may not circle back to them, and probably will do another one at some point.
Yeah.
But for now, I really enjoyed this. I really wish we had seen some more activity. Well, but again, ghosts don't act on demand.
I would have liked is a really good walk through the house. That would have been nice, but
And they might have done that, but just don't have it all on camera.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Who knows what Carl wanted to expose.
Well, he wanted names, remember? He wanted names. See, and that would be a really good way to end it up, would have been to have a little, this is what we're going to tell Carl,
Yeah.
This is what we uncovered.
Write them.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, they'll listen to me, I'm quite certain.
Yes.
And they should, because I know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's that one for now. Hang on tight. We'll get to the second one in just a minute. So the next episode, or next thing that we found, was something from Mindseed TV. And this is a video from about 2 years ago. And it's one of those things with what the hell are you thinking of when it comes to titles? Now, I'm starting to think that these really aren't titles. They're more like just ways to try to grab your attention quickly. Because, you only have so many seconds on YouTube. But this is called Insane Poltergeist Activity in a Haunted Home, Ghosts Caught on Camera. Well, that's a big old word salad.
There's no ghosts.
Well, first of all, this is the title. And once you actually start to watch it, the beginning is very professionally done, and they have their their name and stuff, and then it says Mindseed TV presents, and then they have a whole bunch of stuff. A look into darkness, and then they have all these different things that comes up, compelling, this or whatever, and the last big words that come up says hunting purgatory, and I don't know if that's supposed to be the name of the episode, actually, or not. The intro was really good, very compelling, very well done.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, they just arrive at this home where they have received a video of all kinds of stuff going on when people aren't around.
Yeah.
And they are introduced to a cat. The people had just, I guess, recently got this cat, hoping that maybe the cat would scare whatever it is there away. I guess they figure like the ancient Egyptians afraid of cats, they might have watched The Mummy too many times. Yeah. Anyway, they found, what was it, like an EVP, a whisper? Yeah. And they first thought it said she might, and then they figured out it's Shemite, which is some sort of an old Hebrew saying, and it means followers of Shemay. Now, they never said what Shemay is. I would have expected them to follow that up a little bit and tell us who that was, because that would have made a bit more sense, maybe. But yeah, so that was that.
I didn't like the fact that I didn't know where the house was.
Yeah, they didn't explain that. But then, it's a private home. Maybe that's why. Yeah. They could have at least told us the city. Yeah. But if they did, we missed it completely. Yeah. There was the investigation was good. Yeah, I thought it was very well done. There was some tagging involved, but some of the camera work or audio was a bit suspect. When they were sitting at the dining room table trying to do the ghost box session, it was really hard to hear them speaking. Yeah. Because it was like the audio was concentrating on the spirit box. Yeah. Not on their voices, so it was really hard to hear them. But they did, when they did capture stuff that they thought was something, they did, reverse it, go back, and amplify the sound so you could hear it, which was good. I liked that part. Yeah. I liked that a lot. But there was a lot of noises. Didn't get any EVPs beyond that Shemite. Yeah.
And that's still questionable.
Well, you got to wonder, with everything that they heard, like all the footsteps and stuff, like you were saying as we were watching it, is that residual or is that intelligent? Hard to say.
I think it's residual.
But residual doesn't turn on water taps, which our ghost here has been watching the Blackwell Ghost, which we talked about once before. And, that one water tap that turned on, and it turned on, they heard the water in the basement running a couple times. Yeah. Now, I do wonder...
Yeah, that could be plumbing.
But that's what I was saying. If it, we used to watch the Ghost Hunters a lot when they were plumbers, and they would be able to, spot that one in a hurry if it's like pressure build up and turns the faucet on. Because when he turned it turned off really easy. Yeah. So I don't know if that's the case. And it was just that one sink that the taps turned on. Yeah. But did they turn on twice?
No.
Just the once? Yeah. So it could have been something like that. The people never commented on the taps turning on. Yeah. So that was something. The cat was interesting because he seemed to not want to go into certain places. The kitchen, didn't want to go into the kitchen, which is unusual because that's where food is, and cats usually like that. And then part of the upstairs. They did... an EVP session where they're sitting on the floor in the hallway upstairs, commenting on scratching sounds in the walls.
Yeah, but
I'm wondering, same thing as you.
Rodents.
Could it be rodents? Could it be mice? Could it be squirrels? Yeah. I mean, you don't know because scratching in the walls, that's usually something going on. Yeah. I mean, it's possible it could be something bad, but... Yeah. But you'd think there would be more. Yeah. The one thing that I didn't like was they were going up there trying to follow the sounds of these footsteps and whatever. They didn't go into each and every room. Yeah. Now, there could have been people up there. How do they know? Yeah. They didn't go into the rooms to check. They were told that only 2 of the rooms were occupied. The rest were empty. Yeah. And they just, okay, well, we'll believe that. No, go upstairs. If you're going to investigate, damn well investigate. Yeah. Open the doors, open the closets, open every door where somebody could be hiding. Yeah. And make sure it's empty. Yeah. That's what I think.
Oh, I think so too. But
they also had a really difficult time there. It was an older house, so they had those hardwood floors that were creaky as hell. Yeah. So even if someone was up there trying to be quiet and sneaky, they're obviously not able to do that because it's so noisy. So, I mean, we have those kind of floors here in this house, and you can't sneak around on them.
No. So
that house was really noisy for that. So that's what I found. It was very creaky, but it just really bothered me that, you know, they did a really good initial sweep downstairs, but upstairs their sweep was shitty, and shoddy, I guess is a better word. Yeah. They didn't go into each and every room. And if you're sweeping for EMF or whatever, you do a proper sweep.
Yeah, and when they're in the basement, their EMF detector went off, and then they heard the water sounds.
It distracted them.
And distracted them.
Yeah. The other thing, especially in an old house like that, the wiring could be copper wiring. There could be copper in the pipes. You need to use your EMF detector, move it around, and see if it goes anywhere else. Because it could be something like that setting it off.
Yeah. To
be fair, when they were distracted by hearing the water, they turned around and the EMF detector stopped going on. Like it stopped. So there's that. And they found the old furnace down there. That was the other thing too. It's a very old furnace, and sometimes old furnaces make sounds in the pipes. Yeah. You know, so those pipes upstairs when the furnace clicked on could have been the pipes expanding and shrinking. Yeah. You know, that's very possible. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of things to consider for the age of this house. It was good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think it was, for a production, it was very well done. And they did credits at the end, which was really cool. I like that. You guys know me. I'm big on credits. I like to see all the stuff. I like it to be professionally done. Yeah. I do. I know that a lot of these things on YouTube are not, but this one was. I would not be opposed to watching another investigation of these guys again. I think, like I said, it was well done. They were one person down. They said they usually are a 3-person team, and one of them was off with COVID, so was not able to go on this road trip. But I did enjoy it. I liked it.
I didn't like the conclusion, though.
No, the conclusion I thought was all wrong. Yeah. They said that it was an aggressive spirit.
The one guy said.
Yeah. There was no evidence to me to say that it was aggressive. Footsteps are not aggressive. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff getting tossed around in the kitchen. Yeah. But that's not...
But they let them sleep through the night. So,
yeah, there was nothing dangerous. Yeah, they definitely have a poltergeist in the house. Now that's not pleasant and fun because you got to wake up in the morning and clean up your whole kitchen. Yeah. But that's not aimed at anybody. Yeah. You can easily, you call in people to cleanse that and get rid of it. It can be done. Yeah. But I didn't think it was aggressive and dangerous to people. I didn't see anything about that. They were talking about some bad smells. Well, they went in the basement and found out the cat was shitting in the corner. And they'd commented on the pee smell and everything, so we know where the bad smells were. Yeah, I didn't think it was anything aggressive. I think they had a combination of a residual haunt, an active haunt, and then some poltergeist activity. Yeah. So they need to call in someone and clean that out and get rid of it. Yeah.
If they want to,
Well, the people were obviously distressed enough to call in an investigative team to come into their house and they know something's going on there. It's just a matter of if they want to continue. I mean, they know. They could probably rent out the house now to have investigative teams come in and make a bundle of money.
There you
go. Yes. Now, Pickles is telling us it's time to go.
Yes.
And so that is our episode for this week. Couple of really good shows, and both that I would watch again.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it, everybody. Have a great day. Enjoy your time of whatever you're doing.
And if you go something,
happy haunting.
Yeah.
Bye now.